Okay. Who has ever heard Pomp and Circumstance played like that? My name is Jean Quam, and I'm the Dean of the College of Education and Human Development, and I am honored to welcome all of you to one of the most important events of the year in academia, commencement. This is a very special evening, and I especially want to welcome the class of 2017. This is an exciting time for our students, and you are all deservedly proud of them. Please know that their department chairs, advisors, all of their faculty, staff, and fellow students and administrators are enormously pleased to have you with us this evening to celebrate. I want to give a quick but heartfelt thank you to our College Commencement Committee who planned this wonderful event for us. They were here from early this morning making sure that everything was done well. I also want to especially acknowledge this woman here, Serena Wright. Serena has planned our commencements for the last 8 years. This is officially her last commencement, as she's going on to be the Director of Alumni Relations. So she will be keeping her eyes on all of you. But I want to thank her for all the many ways that she's made this a very special event for us. Thank you. So, we've been eagerly anticipating today. Together we celebrate as we confer the BS degrees to our students. To you, our graduating students, your diploma symbolize all of your many hours of critical thinking, thoughtful questions, active dialogue, classroom writing, and hopefully even some fun along the way. For some of you, this will be the end of your formal education, and for others, it is a stepping stone to graduate or professional school. Whatever your path, we know that your experience here at the College of Education and Human Development will always be an important part of your life. We truly hope that you will always remember us with fondness. None of us ever gets anywhere alone. Graduates, please stand as you are able and publicly thank those in your life who supported you on your journey to this place of honor today. Give them a big round of applause. If there are others who could not be here today, please let them know how much their support has meant for you. I'd like to take a minute to give you a brief overview of tonight's program. We already began our ceremony with the beautiful talents of our musicians. Fadawu Saibu on percussion, Jennifer Grime, vocalist, T. Michael Rambo, vocalist, Thomas West, piano, Daryl Boudreau, percussionist, and Larry Sims, trumpet. Please give them a round of applause. I want to thank them for sharing their talents with us. I would also like to thank our sign language interpreters who are helping to make this ceremony inclusive for our community tonight. Thank you. We would also like to acknowledge our special guests, Regent Peggy Lucas, who is an alum of our college, and Associate Vice President for Public Engagement, Andrew Furco, who is also a faculty member in our college. In a moment, we'll hear from Candace Bunyan, our inspirational might have heard of her. She's going to be introduced by Associate Dean for Undergraduate Diversity and Equity Programs, Naeem Medyun. This will be followed by a musical performance by T. Michael Rambo and Jennifer Grimm, followed by Abdul Wright, the 2016 Minnesota Teacher of the Year, who will present the commencement address. Afterwards, Jan Armasa, President of the CEHD Alumni Society, will address you, and then we will confer our degrees. But before we do that, I want to give you some etiquette advice about graduation. All of you know that we have different meanings for the different colors on our robes. This is graduation ceremonies are centuries old, and they're very steeped in tradition. They're very solemn, serious events. Are you laughing? In most colleges, as people walk across the stage, we very politely clap and acknowledge that they have earned their degree. That's not the way we do it in the College of Education and Human Development. That's the way we do it in the college. Could I hear a couple of whoops? Okay. I think you got it. I don't even think we need to practice, but I do want to tell you that I'd like you to cheer for everybody who walks across the stage, because everybody deserves our congratulations. And for those of you in the audience, it makes the time go a lot faster. I also want to remind you, we used to say, when I first started doing commencements, we used to say, turn off your phones. I'm going to say, turn on your phone, as if you don't have it on already, right? And I would love it if you would tweet hashtag CEHD 2017. Let everybody know what a good time they're missing. Associate Dean for Undergraduate Diversity and Equity, Naeem Medyun, will announce our graduates by department and degree, and then Regent Peggy Lucas will confer the degree. I know that this is a very special day for each of you. We want to make sure that we get your name pronounced correctly. And I'm going to tell you a little story about a good friend of mine named Penelope Peterson, who is the Dean of the College of Education at Northwestern University. Penelope, a few years ago, told me the story that when she was valedictorian of her high school class, she gathered about 30 or 40 people to come hear her valedictorian speech, all of her family members, relatives. As she got up to give the speech, the person who was introducing her said, "And now we will hear from Penelope Peterson." Penelope is probably in her 60s now, and she said every time she ever goes to a family event, somebody will say, "Hi, Penelope." So we don't want that to happen to you. So let's make sure we pronounce your name correctly. If we don't, we're not in that big a hurry that we can't stop and make sure we get it right. So after a few sending forth words from me, we'll close the ceremony by joining with T. Michael Rambo and Jennifer Grimm in the singing of Hail, Minnesota. At that point, we will ask all of our guests to sit and that the graduates remain standing for the academic recession by following the faculty starting from the back of the arena. So we have quite a program ahead of us. So I'd like you to all sit back, relax, enjoy. And now I would like to call on Associate Dean Naeem Medyun to come forward to introduce our student speaker.
So, thank you, Dean Kwan. We are very pleased to welcome Candace Bunyan as our student speaker. Candace is graduating with a Bachelor of Science degree in elementary education. She currently holds 5 positions 2 on campus and 3 off campus in the Minneapolis community. Some of her roles are being a peer coach for the Center for Academic Planning and Exploration, lab coordinator at the Multicultural Center for Academic Excellence, History Day mentor, Beacons After School coordinator, and graduation coach at her alma mater, Edison Senior High. She received the 2017 Social Justice Pre-Service Teacher Award for her actions in removing educational barriers and recognizing the inequities within our educational system. With her dedication and commitment, she has been addressing social justice issues, educational equity, and role modeling leadership on and off campus. This fall, she will enter the master's program in elementary education in the College of Education and Human Development. And this is on a full scholarship. And she earned it through her notable efforts in the community. So without further ado, Candace Bunyan.
Good evening, Regent Lucas, Dean Quam, professors, administrators, advisors, friends, families, and the class of 2017. Before I get into the heart of my speech, I would like to share a personal moment that brought me to be the individual that I am today. Ever since I was a little girl, my parents raised me with the Liberian proverb, "Some people dream of great accomplishments, while others stay awake to do them." This proverb has been instilled within me. The only way to attain something is to work for it. Through CEHD, I found my authentic voice. I used to be an individual that would not speak up for myself. But as education activist Malala Yousafzai says, when the whole world is silent, even one voice becomes powerful. Now to my speech. Congratulations, class of 2017. We are graduating. 4 years ago, I remember getting my acceptance letter to the U of M through CEHD. Within my acceptance letter was a letter from TRIO Student Support Services. As a student coming from a low socioeconomic status and being a young woman of color, Upward Bound empowered me to pursue higher education and believed in my abilities. A significant TRIO experience was attending the TRIO Leadership Retreat. This opportunity allowed me to make lifelong friendships and gain relationships with my advisors. Within CEHD, I found support through my academic advisors and professors who became guides and second parents in encouraging and persuading me to be the best that I can be. Academic advisors played a crucial role in guiding me from orientation through graduation by helping me choose classes, connecting me to campus resources, and getting to know my personal strengths, interests, and weaknesses. Professors took the opportunity to get to know me individually. Since the class sizes were smaller, as students we had personalized attention from our professors. The hands-on experience within the community has made me recognize that there is a great need for educators, which made me want to become a teacher. Whether that was having experiences in the local community centers in Minneapolis, practicum sites, or theater and art trips, the learning did not end when we left the classroom. Specifically working at Freedom School gave me the opportunity to teach students about reading and the essentials to learn how to read. This experience drove me into becoming an educator because it gave me hands-on experience of being a teacher. The need for teachers in our community is very important as they play a major role in educating future generations. There's a shortage of teachers of color, and that is even more reason I stand here today. I am recognizing the power I have within myself and the necessity on acting on that power to create social change. This was a common theme while studying abroad as well. Teachers are an essential part of communities everywhere, not only here, but globally. This winter, I studied abroad in Jamaica and had the opportunity to visit the Alpha Boys School. This school focuses on at-risk youth and provides a committed, caring environment to youth in need of educational, vocational, and life skills training. Becoming an educator is much more than teaching. It is mentoring and guiding students to be the best that they can be, regardless of their given circumstances. This reassured me that my place in this world is to educate the young minds of tomorrow. Classmates, with the knowledge you have been given, you have the ability and power to change the world. We are the change. With our knowledge, abilities, talents, and skills, we all have the potential to give back to the society. We all have the power to control our own destiny. All of our majors encompass human development, so we are capable to increase opportunities for all individuals to have a fair and just start to their lives. CEHD is like a family in which we are supported and challenged. This college not only promotes a sense of belongingness, but unity. This college in times of injustice stands up for what's right. This college in times of silence is the voice for so many. This college has taught me the importance of advocacy and self-determination. This college promotes the importance of education is not confined to a classroom, but that it's about engaging within the community and taking chances. We're all leaving as better people because of our experiences in this college. So in my most authentic voice, together we can inspire galaxies of greatness for generations to come. So no, the sky is not the limit. It's only the beginning. Lift off, class of 2017, we've made it.
This is to the graduates. When I am down and oh, my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burden be, then I am still and waiting here in silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up
There is no life without its hunger. Each restless heart beats so imperfectly. But when you come and I am filled with wonder, sometimes I think I glimpse eternity. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. Raise me up to walk on stormy seas. For I am strong when I am on your shoulders. Raise me up to more than I can. You raise me up when I can stand on mountains.
So I can stand on a
You
mountain.
You
raise me
to stand
up
on stormy seas.
I
am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up
You raise me
more than I can be.
more than I can be.
You raise me up
You raise me
more than I can be.
more than I can be.
You raise me up
Sing it.
to more than I can
be. Congratulations.
to be.
Wow. We've had several now soul-raising moments already this evening between Candace's fabulous comments and then the amazing singing of our friends T. Michael and Jennifer. Thank you so, so much. And that's just the beginning. Let me introduce myself. I'm Deborah Dillon. I'm the Associate Dean for Graduate and Professional Programs in our college. And it's my pleasure this evening to introduce our speaker, Mr. Abdul Wright. I have to tell you a little bit about Abdul before he begins, just to set the stage. So Abdul is an 8th grade English language arts teacher at Best Academy in North Minneapolis. He was the 2016 Minnesota Teacher of the Year and the first African American man and the youngest person to ever receive this award who also teaches at a charter school. What we know about Mr. Wright is that he strives to be an educational leader in the classroom and in the community. He is a voice for underrepresented populations. He received the Minneapolis Peacemakers Award from the City of Minneapolis in 2015, and he is a 6-time recipient of the Cristo Rey Jesuit High School You've Made a Difference Award. Recently, Abdul joined other Teachers of the Year awardees from various states at the White House in the Oval Office for a special ceremony. One of the teachers there suggested that they say the Pledge of Allegiance to kick off events. When that was finished, Abdul Wright spoke up and made his own request. He asked, We need to sing the Black National Anthem. Let every voice sing. When interviewed about the occasion, Abdul noted that the event was, quote, about values and the human experience. It is about the human heart. You know, his students have experienced this human connection too. Former student Willie Gates shared that he and other students described Mr. Wright as corny, loving, and there for us. He offers us hope. And you know, this hope is manifested, according to Willie, as having that ability not to be afraid of doing what you want to do. And I'll carry that with me for the rest of my life, Willie said. Just having that hope and trying to be more like my teacher, Mr. Wright. In summary, Abdul Wright has been quoted as stating that he wants to be deserving of the Minnesota Teacher of the Year award. Well, I would say that there is no greater gift in life than serving young people. We see this in the way Abdul not only speaks out for youth, but how this shows in his daily commitment and actions in and out of the classroom. And so with that, will you help me in joining together in welcoming Mr. Abdul Wright?
Good evening, beautiful people, and good evening, young kings and queens. Yeah. Hey, can we give one more round of applause for Candace, please? Because it's really about her. And can we please give a round of applause to y'all families who helped y'all get through this, sending y'all money, paying for food, putting money in your bank account so you could go to the club. I know about Sally's. All right. So, for me, it's just an honor to be here, and I'm excited for y'all to start this journey in education, and I salute y'all for choosing education, and I salute y'all families for supporting y'all, because they know how little money you make and how you're not going to be able to pay them back like you said you would. I grew up in Chicago. I grew up on the south side of Chicago. Yeah, one time. I'm from the projects. I lived in the Robert Taylor projects on the lower south side. And if you know anything about Chicago, you know that's still one of the most violent areas to this day. We moved from there to public housing. My mother did whatever she could to make sure we survived. My mom sold drugs. My mom was in a gang. But more importantly, my mom wanted us to get away from that life. So when I was in the 8th, 9th grade that summer, my mom moved us to Minneapolis, Minnesota. I moved into my granddad's house first, into his one-bedroom apartment. It was me, 5 of my brothers, 1 of my sisters, and my granddad's girlfriend. We couldn't stay there long, so we left from my granddad's one-bedroom apartment to Mary Jo's place, which is a homeless shelter in North Minneapolis. I remember praying every day that the bus would pick me up first and drop me off last so people wouldn't know that we lived in a shelter. I went to Edison High School, just like Candace, because I want to be like her. I went to Edison High School, and when I was there, you know, I was kind of caught up in a lot of different things. I was in advanced placement classes for English and social studies, but I was in general education classes for math and science. And I got to experience 2 different cultures by being in those 2 different worlds. So in my general education classes, we were concerned about Jordans, Nikes, girls. In my advanced placement classes, we were concerned about Jordans, Nikes, and girls, but the expectation was different. It was a formality for my peers in my advanced placement classes to graduate high school. It was a formality for them to go to college and receive or attain a degree. It was a formality for them to go off and get married and run businesses or do whatever to be successful. All my mom and all of my friends' moms or dads or both wanted us to do was to simply go to school, don't get caught by truancy, don't go to jail, don't get shot or killed. Sadly, some of my friends didn't escape that. And I graduated high school with a negative 3.7 GPA. And the reason why that's important is because I had a social studies teacher, though, who believed in me. And his belief in me helped me understand that it wasn't good enough for me to just be able to talk well and be a black young man. I needed to be able to be held to a high expectation. He was the first person to ever give me a 0. And I was ready to sit there and complain and do all of this. And he told me simply, like, you know you better than this. You're not going to get away with me what you get away with everybody else with. Say no more. And from there, I started applying myself. And it's not what I ever wanted to do. I never wanted to really work hard. I never really wanted to sacrifice. But I knew if I wanted to make it out of my situation, it's what I had to do. I threw my own high school open house when I graduated high school, because my mom didn't really know much about that type of stuff. My mom never went to a basketball game of mine when I was in high school or college. She didn't even know when I left for college. So that's why it's so important that you embrace and you love your family members, all of the people here that have supported you, because you wouldn't be here without them. I remember the day I left for college. I was trying to find my money from my open house, because that's the only reason why I wanted it, so I could get all of the money. My sister had stolen my money. I have 8 brothers and 2 sisters. So I went to college with no money, nobody there to support me, and one of my friends drove me there. I went to community college because, like I said, my GPA was on the other side of positive. And I had to live in an apartment. You gotta pay for your living when you go to a community college. You don't get dorm, you don't get room and board. I mean, you still pay for it, but it's different. So my dad called himself doing me a favor when I graduated high school. He wrote me a check for my first semester tuition, room and board. Come to find out, 2 weeks in the classes, the check bounced and nobody could get a hold of my dad. So I was called into the residence manager office. And when I was called into the residence manager office, they told me I needed to get my stuff or figure out a way to get them this money. So I ran over to financial aid, told them my story, told them my situation, and fortunately for me, I was able to find a date for my disbursement check, sign over my financial aid check and my loan check to the residence manager, so that way I could live and still be able to live. While I was there, I played basketball. So while I was there, we had these adopted basketball families, because we were these kids from like everywhere in this rural town of Worthington, Minnesota. It's like 13,000 people at the time. And we were from Miami, Chicago, New York, all of these different places. And so I didn't get along with my basketball family. But one of my teammates, he had this family who owned a farm. And the mom would always come to our games because she had a daughter who played basketball. And she would always invite us out to her house, and she would cook us dinner. She would do all of this cool stuff for us. And over our conversations of arguing about like what's dinner, what's supper, what's the difference, we would have this energy about us, and we just started to connect. And I remember I was still making a lot of stupid choices. I was on academic probation. I was academically suspended. I had to appeal to get back into school. I couldn't get into the U. Like, y'all are better than me already. Seriously. And I remember one time I went to jail on game day, and it was around spring break time, and it was for something stupid, like constantly getting pulled over, never showing up, being a knucklehead. And I thought that I was gonna spend my whole spring break in there. Well, the bailiff comes, tells me somebody bails you out, and I'm walking out, and it's my mom, Kim Soderholm. This is the woman that I've adopted as my mom, the basketball family. I'm like, I'm gonna pay you back, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this. And she's like, shut up. Like, no, you're not. All you gotta do is pay it forward. And I'm like, cool, I don't gotta give you money. And I remember that winter break, I went, I couldn't afford to go home for Christmas break. And everybody knows as a freshman, like, you go home, because that's when you the stuff as kids in here. So I couldn't afford it, so I'm sitting in my dorm, and it's like Christmas Eve or Thanksgiving Eve, one of the two. And I remember like somebody yelling my name, Abdul, Abdul. And I'm like, who know my name in this town that's here? And it was Kim. They pick me up, they take me out to their farm, we have supper, dinner, whatever, and they give me the greatest gift that I ever received to this day. It was this blue and green reversible blanket that they had sewn or knitted themselves. And to me, that was the greatest gift I ever received, because they gave it to me like as an unconditional love gift. And I wasn't used to somebody giving me something without me having to be something or give them something in return. That wasn't the type of life I had. I'm the oldest of 8 brothers and 2 sisters. I remember having to shovel snow, rake leaves, and then walk to the grocery store so that my brothers and sisters could eat dinner. And now I got somebody giving me something. I don't care if it's just a blanket, it's something. She gives me grace, moving along, because, you know, y'all got to get out of here. And I decide that I want to go into education. I decide I want to be a teacher because of a summer program I was in. And now I choose Concordia University. Fast forward, graduate, make the dean's list, yeah. And I start my student teaching back at Edison High School, so my life came full circle. Let's rewind a little bit. The day after graduation, like tomorrow for y'all, if you still live in the dorms, you don't live there no more, right? Like you out of there by 11 in the morning or something, right? It's like a hotel checkout. What ended up happening was my mom she didn't have space for me, so I was homeless again. I was living out of the trunk of my car. I had nothing. My 1996 red Ford Taurus, 2 radio stations, 96.3 and 101.3. Shout out to them. And my clothes. That same time, like I'm struggling to make it to my student teaching experience. And as I'm struggling to make it there, my brother gets shot in the back twice. So now I gotta take time off. My supervising teacher calls me like, you know what, you're messing up, and I ain't really wanna give him no excuses. I'm like, I know I am, because I still got this mentality like I don't deserve none of what I'm getting, you know, this is what it's supposed to be for me. And I get called back to the supervising coordinator's office. Now when I get called back to the supervising coordinator's office, I'm thinking that it's over for me. Like for me, where I come from, there is no safety net. So if I don't become a teacher, then my life is over. I'm not able to do nothing. Find out, my supervisor teacher gives me $200 and a bus pass. So that way I can afford to go to class, that way I can have food, and that way if I can't make it with gas money, I can catch the bus. That's grace. That's unconditional love. I carried those things with me into the classroom. Those things have made everything to my life, and it's guided how I teach, and it's gonna guide how y'all teach. A lot of people talking about diversity. A lot of people talking about the need for teachers of color, right? Raise your hand if you've heard people talk about we need diversity in schools. Why? Why? The true reason we need diversity isn't because of diversity itself, it's because of quality. It's because all young people deserve to have a quality experience. All young people deserve to have quality individuals just like y'all in their lives who are going to impact them and give them the same type of belief that other people gave me. I didn't have a black teacher growing up. That social studies teacher that gave me that 0 was a white man. That woman who took care of me out there on that farm, it comes from a conservative family. They watch Fox News daily. Trust me, they're conservative. But did it change how she loved me? Not at all. She saw my heart. She saw my potential when I didn't even see it in myself. What we gotta do is we gotta change this conversation around race from one where we just pointing a finger at each other and blaming people, and we gotta tie it to objective criteria that's built around equitable solutions. Because we gotta stop making people feel like they don't deserve to be in the same room. We gotta stop being divisive. We gotta stop putting people on opposite ends of the room. We gotta help sure everybody feels included. But we also gotta recognize that I'm a black man in this room right now. And I get to stand on this stage where the university I couldn't even get into. So we gotta make sure that it's about quality. We gotta make sure that it's about empowerment. We gotta make sure that it's about enabling young people. And y'all are people to do that. I don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic, Ethiopian, Somalian, East African. I don't care what you are, Native American, you will make a difference. Because our young people, those young kings and queens that come from all of these communities, we need to get rid of fast food restaurants. They need less of those. They need less vacant lots. They need less boarded up houses and apartment buildings. We need more healthy food options. The north side of Minneapolis need a Whole Foods too. We need more clean streets. We need more models of excellence for young people who come from conditions like mine or much worse. Like the men and women on this stage and the men and women in this audience. Regardless of your sexual orientation, regardless of your life's experience, regardless of anything you've been through, the thing that's gonna make sure that you do this work is what's up in here and what's inside of here. And if you got those things, you're ready to make a difference. I don't care what nobody tell you. And you're gonna do it, hold on y'all, and you're gonna do it because this ain't about me. You're gonna do it being yourself. It's gonna be days that's super hard. It's gonna be days where you wanna give up. I feel like a failure still to this day to some of my students. I feel like I make mistakes every single day. I go home thinking about them. I wake up thinking about them. But you know what? I go there because I know they need me. They need somebody to show them that they can walk around with their head held high. And y'all gonna help us do this work because y'all gonna help change this world. And I promise you that. We're not going to be a vision of the world that we live in. We're going to be an envisionment of the world that our young people deserve. Love, 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 love. Love illuminates all. And hate depreciates any and everything. But not anymore. Not anymore. There's this story, this Ubuntu story. And it's I am because we are. And it's this story about this philanthropist who goes to South Africa to this village, this impoverished village, very stereotypical, right? And while he's there, he tells these young people to run to this fruit underneath this tree. And whoever runs fastest to it gets to reap the benefits of it. So these young people, all they do is lock arms. And then they walk to this fruit. They walk to this tree. The philanthropist catches up to them a little bit later. He sees them all eating from this fruit, passing the basket from one person to the next. And he says, how come one of y'all didn't run faster than the other? And they say to him, for how can one of us be happy while the rest of us be sad? What? Like, this is bigger than me. This is bigger than any one of us. We gonna change this world, y'all, because our young people need people. They need to see white people who listen to Migos and Kendrick Lamar. They need black people who listen to John Mayer, And we gonna do this work, man. Shout out to y'all, shout out to the class of 2017. Let's do this.
Wow. Isn't he amazing? Abdul. Isn't he inspirational? He's given us a call to action, hasn't he? He's given us a sense of what we need to do, but we need to do it together. And you all know this. It's about your hearts, and it's about relationships, and it's about remembering the story that he told you, because it's each of our personal stories that truly drives where we go and how we go. And with that, he's given us hope. So thank you, Abdul, for inspiration and hope by sharing your personal story. I'm deeply touched. I'm Jan Ramasa, and I'm the president of the College of Education and Human Development Alumni Society. And on behalf of the College of Education and Human Development Alumni Society and the University of Minnesota's Alumni Association, I'm pleased to be among the first to congratulate you on earning your degree. I'm very excited to welcome you to our growing network of over 74,000 alumni and 466,000 Minnesota alumni who live here in Minnesota, across the United States, around the world, in very many places. We're global, we're local, we're regional. Tap into this extensive network as you prepare for your career. Relocate to another city or look to stay connected with CEHD and our university. We make it easy for you to stay informed through Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, CEHD Connect Magazine, Minnesota Magazine monthlies, newsletters, theater, chapter events, and volunteer opportunities. So I ask you to do 3 things. 1, display your diploma with pride. and to your friends, to your family, to your coworkers, so that they know your alma mater. 2, keep us informed about your professional development and share your accomplishments in the future. It's easy and takes only a minute. See the back page of your commencement program for details about sharing your news and updating your contact information. Thank you for looking. Explore the Alumni Program of CEHD and the U. As a new alumni, you will receive a complimentary 1-year membership in the University of Minnesota's Alumni Association. And as a member, you help support the important work the university does. Nothing is more important to the strength of the university than a network of alumni who care about its future. The pin you will receive today, as you walk across the stage is a gift from the CEHD Alumni Society. Wear it with pride because our alumni community is so proud of you. Welcome, new alumni. Congratulations on your achievement. Thank you.
My name is Naeem Medioun, again, and I'm the Associate Dean for Undergraduate Diversity and Equity Programs. And on behalf of Dean Jean Quam, Associate Dean Kenneth Bartlett, Associate Dean Deborah Dillon, and Associate Dean Frank Simons, all to recognize our graduates. Representing the university in the official conferring of their degrees is Regent Peggy E. Lucas. Peggy E. Lucas is a founder and partner in Brighton Development, a housing development company known for its small inner-city infill projects and historic preservation. She is a 2-time graduate of the University of Minnesota, receiving her Bachelor of Arts degree and Master's of Social Work degrees. Lucas and her husband served for 2 years in the Peace Corps in Iran. She is an active community volunteer serving for 18 years on the Metropolitan Sports Facilities Commission and currently serving on the board of ArtSpace. Her previous university activities include the University of Minnesota Foundation Board of Trustees, the Humphrey School Dean's Advisory Council, and the Women's Intercollegiate Athletics Advisory Council. Regent Lucas, thank you for your service. Associate Professor Rashi Jahangir and Director of Student Services Amy Campson will be reading the names of each graduate this afternoon. Now for your instructions. We will introduce the candidates by department and degree. Graduates, you should watch the marshals and ushers at the end of the rows. They will lead you to the stage or cue you when to stand and come to the stage. When you come to the stage, your name will be read. You should proceed across the stage to greet Regent Lucas, Dean Quam, and your department chair. Now, we are a diverse community, and we respect and welcome students who do not wish to shake hands due to personal, cultural, or religious beliefs. So we ask that students extend a hand first to express their wish to shake hands. A photographer will be present to take your picture as you greet Dean Quam. You should then continue across the stage, collect your alumni pin, and return to your seat. Now, we're proud of all of our CEHD graduates, but I would like to note that some of our Bachelor of Science graduates have distinguished themselves, achieving high academic standards. We have graduates with distinctions and graduates with high distinction. We also have graduates this evening who have completed their degrees as part of the University Honors Program, who will graduate with Latin honors. If you are graduating with distinction or with honors, please stand at this time for a round of applause. And now, Regent Lucas, I have the honor of presenting to you those students in the College of Education and Human Development who have completed the requirements of the faculty.
Yeah. So,
So the Department of Curriculum and Instruction, Bachelor of Science.
Faith Gannair. Tiffany Yang. Melissa Engelman. Aaron Lochner. Kaya Dock. Luis Estrada Guzman. Catherine Augustine. Ann Deniston. Kellen Kinsella Gill. Bernadette Dantona. Marissa Frederick. Dean Tyke. Isaiah Burnt. Alicia Fox. Fadumo Mohammed. Brenna Yashim Johnson. Mackenzie Bauer. Amanda Cloud. Dustin Olson. Annie Wildenauer. Emily Christensen. Paige Winona Haley. Devin Colleen Hanlon. Megan Den. Jessica Riffley. Haley Nelson. Corinne Kaboski. Lauren Wilcox. Justine Highhorsack. Audrey Callahan. Haley Zenner. Haley Tostenson. Kennedy Van Heerdy. Elizabeth Magnuson. Leah Johnson. Kylie Nelson. Kristen Michelle Bryden. Abigail Christine Brown. Adriel Ackelman. Morgan Chumperlin. Allie Mendenhall. Lauren Robley. Maggie Beecroft. Aaron Bierman. Madeline Emholtz. Marissa Johnson. Emma Nuanaquale. Aaron Coyne. Madeline McGuire. Shelby Lynn Kirsten. Andrea Lilia. Kristen Burton. Sophia Olson. Megan Lilliankrantz. Alicia Allen. Talia Dylan Gerstel. Christopher Haugen. Bryce Boston. Caitlin Rudolph Lavalier. Roxanne Koyman. Jessica Higgins. Megan Melby. Savannah Olson. Anicia White. Connor Parker Troe. Samantha Erin Holmstrom Heaton. Dylan Gala. Anne Frances Kennedy. Samantha Pristawick. Kendra Richter. Emily Peach. Drew Ballinger. Gabriela Ramos. Amanda Boylan. Jacqueline Duddingston. Shelby Vigier.
The Department of Family Social Science, Bachelor of Science.
Serenity Silvers. Kimberly Tran. Chevalier Wise Hicks. Michelle L. Ramsey. Haley Broughton. Zoe Bush. Maggie Bangert. Bridget C. Glass. Julia C. Fry. Hallie Hermanson. Madison K. Payton. Grace Nelson. Patricia Tao. Mai Li Vu. Taylor Brecky. Taylor Jean Peterson. Alexis J. Edwards. Julie Christina Kurth. Michaela M. Schmidt. Tristan L. Johnson. Casey Johnson. Carly Lowen. Anna Lozano. Justice H. Crumweedy. Catherine Elizabeth Haugen. Erica Bergquist. Brittany Service. Caitlin Kern. Ivy Johnson. Rachel Roski.
Jennifer Piron.
Jennifer Piron. Mindy D. Jacobson. Haley Zaccardi. Anna Rushine. Katie Schwartz. Kaylor Nelson. Lydia Sauer. Laura Hoppinen. Colleen Merman. Brianna Basil. Okay. Lee Vang. Hello. Ricky Vang. Fatima Garcia Cortez. Lisa Pachi Yang. Andrew M. Leenan. Marissa Ponanen. Rose Simon. Eva Peterson. Lindsay Hodnett. Nancy Hua Xiong. Wanicha Yang. Yep. Lao Yang. Chai Vang. Marisa Cartwright. Cindy Bloomfield. Yep. Haley Bagley. Kelsey Rand Barnes. Got it. Jake Peachhour. Therese Nichols. Monica Walsh. Deirdre Anderson. Moeller. Yep. Kelly Moeller. Mackenzie Farrington. Sonia Mary LaFoy. Yeah. Megan Hayek. Naima Osman. Ayan Adan. Hoden Abdullahi. Umayma Hassan. Umaima Hassan. Eamon Galab. Sandra Walton. Jaleesa Tiana Calloway. Demetra Poe.
The Department of Curriculum and Instruction,
Candace T. Bunyan.
Institute of Child Development, Bachelor of Science.
David Young Stevens. Amy Sauri McKee. Leah Gambucci. Anna Marie Zamzel. Molly Zaft. Sydney Clipper. Lair? Yeah. Aspen Lair. Alyssa Beth Pearson. Francino? Okay. Lauren Francino. Stephanie R. Busson. Angela Boreen. Brianna Dunkelberger. Skylar Loneman. Sarah Stacy. Nicholas Harrod. Alina Chaudhry. Marissa Lee. Diedrich? Courtney Diedrich. Caitlin Swanson. Minghue Liu. Kelsey Strand. Kelsey Holman. Rose O'Brien. Sharon Park. Ayan Warfa. Mai Chu Lor.
The School of Kinesiology, Bachelor of Science.
Kaylee Jareen Camps. Nicole Yvette Murphy. Kayla Corey. Adelina Hansen. Aaron Brenning. Alexander Gerondale. Derek M. Sheeler.
Cole Johnson.
Cole Johnson. Seth Merrill. Laurel Cabot. Wayne Malaki. Evan Marsh. Kate Pullman. Jessica Wynell. Samantha Catanzaro. Carolyn Sobeck. Abigail Appleyard. Mitchell Kicker. Ralph Nelson. Joshua J. Baker. Gabriel Gornett. Ethan Cervantes. Ryan M. Thompson. Molly Kroger. Alex Lapp. Seth Stavang. Travis LeBeau. Brett T. Bolson. Corey J. Paulus. Victoria Anderson. Alyssa Diane Pink. Parker Ball. Amy Muradic. Sierra Top. Madison Combe. Carson B. Shermer. Matthew Ryan Lassegard. Bailey Clanton. Matthew Paul Treadwell. Christina A. Schultz. Tillery Bailey. Alexandra M. Defoe. Kate White Jahusky. Connor Keith. Elizabeth Smith. Marissa Smith. Abigail Willock.
Jenya Burns Kadat.
Jenya Burns Kadat. Benjamin Perlman. Reese Garrett Ellsworth. Sierra G. Frazier. Vanessa Johnston. Jason Alexander Watkins. Catherine Alger. Cara S. Lodge. Ryan Wolfson.
Scow.
Dave Scow. Eli Sherman. Andrea J. Dahl. Kevin R. Branson, Jr. Taylor Hilbrandt. Audrey Swantz. Claire Youngquist. Jessica Lynn Castor. Callista Hunter. Annika Roderick. Megan Holmgren. Sarah E. Poitras. Lindsay Kallman. Anna Bakey. Nicolette Alice Peterson. Megan S. McGovern. Rachel Stenson. Kimberly M. Scott. Marina Gabor. Colleen Galligan. Elise Nierzwicki. Jessica Grabowski. Alex Najafalipur. Matt Hanna. Alexander A. Boki. Andrew Clank. Anna Ledden. Lindsay Branchini. Lauren A. Olson. Connor M. Nelson. Nicholas Peterson. Zachary D. Burnside. Gunnar John Colrude. Nurav Sarah. Holly J. Sorensen. Megan Teresia Solistio. Erin Elizabeth Anderson. Lauren A. Kennedy. Megan Johnson. Callie M. Rosenbaum. Matthew Springer. Paul M. Rolfus. Madeline Shaughnessy. Danielle Ross. Christina Meyer. Allison Treefethen. Kyla M. Roman. Ree Mirakami. Claire Lorraine Ogrance. Hannah R. Moan. Abigail Ely. Abigail Ruth Karate. Hisham Atia. Justine Bauer. Mariana Valadez. Kirsten R. Collersrud.
Thanks.
Jason Patrick Murray.
Last name is Fear.
Hayden G. Fear. Darren Ha.
Last name is just Kuchera, not Kuchera.
Neil S. Kuchera. Madeline Higgins. Christina L. Ranney. Stephanie Renee Sawalski. Anna K. Starica. Laura Schultz. Jack D. Zahn. Gunwoo Woo. Jungu Kang. Haley Turner. Heather Horning. Alicia Ann Hokinson. Rebecca L. Tripp. Zachary Corneliuson. Xavier R. Robinson. Michael Boschnagel. Alec J. Nasserzadi. Nicholas Edwards. Sean W. Sullivan. Tyler Robin Geisler. Justin Warren Huey. Nicholas William Kelm. Caitlin Elizabeth Tran. Damian Sarah. Joshua J. Steck. Jordan Ashley Hollingsworth.
Wait. Okay, you're not cheering loud enough for each other. And I saw one guy back here yawning. I think it was you. So I think it's time to wake up. Some of... Yeah. Come here. Come here, Abdul. Come on. Come on. Not all of you may know this, but we're in a hockey arena. We don't have to worry about flying pucks, but it is time to do the wave. So we're going to start over here. Everybody point. Up, up. Slowly. Wave around. Wave around. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay. Whoa! Stop! Stop! Time. The hardest part is always getting everybody to stop. But we've got a few more degrees to confer. There we go.
Kristen Redkowski. Andrea Lynn Harpestad. Chloe Jouer. Madeline E. Hastings. Nicole Fennell. Dylan Holm. Matthew Vredenberg. Sumaid Shivkumar. Zach Spira. Alexander Stratton. Brandon L. Hunter. Justin Thompson. Connor J. Erickson. Mackenzie N. Jones. Olivia Sarita. Thor C. Knutson. Leah Worm. Allison L. Homan.
It's Yakub Mali.
Yakub Mali. Logan Redondo. Derek Plath. Mason W. Richland. Kelsey Elizabeth Sutter. Brandy Bluearm. John F. Klinkhammer. Sonia Dunkelbarger. Tyler J. Hansen. Blake Aaron Wagner. Anna E. Green. Anna M. Cruz. Abigail M. Hauser. Catherine Emily Louise Ahrens. Allison Kate Martinez. Lauren Josephine Elizabeth Gonsalves. Emily Stock. William R. Sandvig. Shannon Marie Coyne. William T. Tucker. Jacob J. Pisek. Ryan Santoso. Justin Lee Juneman. Megan M. Cunahan. Kelly Falwick. Lindsay Druger. Samantha Jo Miller. Abby White. Jordan A. Hickle. Brandon R. Brambilla. Eric Dormo Jr.
Wait a second. Hang on, there we go.
Barflon Tito.
Only more.
Adekunle Ayinde. Eric Khalil Carter.
Right there.
Brian Lichter. Brandon M. Kingsley. Michaela O'Connor. Tanessa G. Tagney. Joseph Patrick Morris. Ryan Eiler. Chi Nu Moi. Charles Zhang. Peter Vang. Daniel R. Oster. Hova Zhang. Nicholas G. Roxton. Brianne McGuire. Blake R. Beers. Jacob Hahn. Min Fong. Taylor Louis Fryermuth. Hannah Rorvik. Charlton McCoy.
The Department of Organizational Leadership, Policy and Development, Bachelor of Science.
Diana Boyanova. Jonah Belfiore Carey. Abishakur Ali. Chappendale. Daniel John Chapdelaine. Martin Guy Reed. Let's do it again, Martin. Martin Guy Reed. Andrea Murcheff. Jennifer Lauren Chidoba. Drew Fox.
Last name's Kier.
Tyler Kier. Philip Jeffrey Cronin. Jack T. Holland. Mitchell Krause. Jamie Kuzlik. Kaylee Ryan. Brianna Zeman. Aaron Eit. Trevor Edward Barron. Kang Xiaomo. Danielle Page Palom. Mercedes?
Yeah.
Mercedes Elizabeth Halaska. Juan Shi. Matthew Emerson Campion. Ellie Meyer. Alden. Jacob B. Albin. Jordan Craig. Seth Michael Auger. Colton Nelson. Booth? Yeah. Mackenzie Booth. Emily Walsh. Womack? Caroline Womack.
Sarah.
Brian Sarah. Kelsey Camprood.
Landsteiner.
Molly Landsteiner. Carly Pedersen. Lunting Tao. Huijing Xu. Garvey Zhang. Rhett Strensrud.
Megan Scala.
Megan Ann Scala.
Brian yes.
Yep. Brian Ung. Brooke Taylor.
Nicholas Hart.
Nicholas Hart. Lee Young Tam. Courtney Renee Peters. Jesse A. Tom. Eddie Aston. Mina Lee. Connie Zhang. Julie Zhang. Xiang Yang. Chui Lee. Mary Vang. Mei Pa Yang. Samantha E. Augustin.
Sam Schummel.
Sam Schimmel.
Matthew Siegfried.
Matthew Siegfried. Nicholas Abbott. Brianna Scott. Doreen Nachagude. Kiana Carter. Katrina Detterman. I got your name. You won't. Lauren Wine. John Dietz. Sylvanary Ho. Come, my people. Come. Safia Suleiman. Shan Gao. Faiza Rashid. Say it again. Yu Qian Shou. Jun Bam Lee. Whisper in my ear. Jun Quinn Park. Yesul Kim. Laura Bierman. Kayla Sire. Alexis Dudgeon. Jane Kalmus. Jacqueline Pianos. Got it. Carl Schwapek. Quinn, oh, that's easy. Daniel Quinn. Yes. Carrie Minderman. Congratulations. Hi.
It's Tracy S. Perry Jr.
Easy as pie. Tracy S. Berry Jr.
Now Seymour.
Now Su Lor. Juan. Juan Lee. Charles Manning. Denlinger. Taylor Marie Denlinger. Patricia Nim. Molly Geyer. Courtney Lynn Johnston.
Greta Elizabeth Morrissey.
Greta Elizabeth Morrissey.
Ryder J. Byrne.
Ryder J. Byrne. Hannah Gilbert. Aaron Spellacy. Gaozong Zhang. Nicole Koo. Roberto Renteria. Pazao Bang. Last name? Benjamin Doan.
Stephen Albright.
Stephen Albright. Aaron J. Martin. Caitlin R. McGuire. Sydney Gorski.
Arbuckle?
Dan Arbuckle. Hinnendale. Derek Hinnendale. Brett Charles Baranakis. Dominique M. Anderson.
Rashawn Fountain. If you can say Rashawn Fountain Daniel, that would be fine.
Rashawn Fountain Daniel. Charanyu Sangma. Singling Chu. Diane Shi. V. Lee.
Congratulations.
Sabrina Wynn. Ronnie Wynn. Dylan Singer.
Schwartz? Yeah.
Amanda Elizabeth Schwartz. Stephen C. Parker. Logan P. Opegard.
Alexandra Caldwell.
Alexandra Caldwell.
Shelby Future, yeah.
Shelby Fuge. Kennedy Johnson. Kyle Tim. Melanie F. Johnson. Minu Misagi. Rebecca Doran. Ryan Collins. Vargas Mendez. Jose Mendez Vargas.
Thank you.
Emma Carney.
How are you?
I'm good. Megan Wolf. Nicole Schammel. Hannah Evavold. Noah Seberg. Come here. I want to do it right. Is it Paul? Okay, I had it. Matthew Pollen. Alice King. Benjamin Diggett. Okay. Nicholas Malmgren. Stephanie Duddingston. Maria Samuelson. Hadley Tegan Byrne. Martha Metz. Daryl DeAndre Turner. Jordan Hoppert. Erin Grace O'Brien. Kimberly Jarash. Geneva Eilertson. Emmy Perronon. Christina Owen. Gennard. William Gennard. Lauren Layton. Emma Syrup. Laura Church. Nicole Quartz. Congratulations. Sarah Urich. Haley Brumley. Jennifer Willert. Elle Chang. Joel Haller. Donald Kevin Taubrey. Kiaria Taylor. Madison Landsberg.
Jason Karasev.
Jason Karasev. Sophia Lugones. Alexandra Claire White. Tiana Waskowski.
Tanner Hoppy.
Yeah. Tanner Hoppy. Dorothy the Worm O'Berry. Jake Thering. Daniel Powers. Sorry. Alexander Deep. Sophia Heng. Juan Daniel Ruiz Zomarano. Mihar Lineswala. Kimberly Brunner. Parker Smith. Jonathan Haywood.
You skip my middle name, but it's Danielle Tassi.
Danielle Tassi. Kelsey Molenkamp. Hunter Cobb. Brendan Cole. Skylar Bauer. William Olson. Alexander Cowan. Jordan Nelson. Matthew Mendenhall. Jennifer Carnell. Alexa Orak. Chen Yi Yua. Ting Ting Song. Xiao Fan Sun. Bo Gao. Chan Zhong. Wei Chen Shao. Jessica Reyes. Vilma Quito. Sofia Hisakuni. Kiana Noterman. Ahmed Abdirahman. Angela Victoria Nyambaria.
School of Social Work, Bachelor of Science.
All right, you got me, right?
I got your name. Neng Vu. Michelle Kazi. Morgan Jensen. Alexandra Moody. Lillian Wiener.
Oh, sorry, I put it upside down.
Ashley Brandt.
Bagel, yep.
Britta Babel. Riley Webster. Teresa Rostampur. Morgan Richardson. Nong Zhong. Geneva Vang. Brenda Ledesma Hernandez. Elaine Vu. Year Her. Tell me, do you want to say all of this? Milka Gamino. Katie Mua. Cha Billy Vang. Leah Wolf. Stephanie K. Kruger. Congratulations. And last but not least, Miriam S. Barber, Jr.
Thank you. Would all the graduates please rise? Yay. Speech. Okay. It gives me great pleasure to complete this ceremony with your conferral. Upon recommendation of the faculty and by the authority of the regents, I now confer upon you the degree for which you have qualified. Please move your tassels to the left side. Congratulations.
On behalf of the entire college community, I wish for you a continued journey filled with opportunities to learn, to grow, to connect, rejoice, and engage in all of the riches that life has to offer you. Congratulations, class of 2017. Now I'd like to, you can sit. I'd like to ask our performers to join me on stage to lead us in singing Hail, Minnesota. I invite all who are able to stand to do so. Afterwards, families and friends, please remain seated until the entire faculty and graduates have completed their recessional.
Minnesota, hail to thee, our college dear. Thy light shall ever be a beacon bright and clear. Thy sons and daughters through will proclaim thee near and far. Thy shall guard thy fame and adore thy name. Thou shalt be their northern star.
Guests, please be seated. Graduates, remain standing for the recessional. Thank you all for helping us to honor the College of Education and Human Development's class of 2017. The world awaits you.